Okay, so it has been a minute since I have come on and just chatted while I did my makeup, and so I thought I would try it today. We'll see how it goes because I have the baby and the bouncer on this side of me, and then the toddler is sitting on the other side of me eating. And so I have a feeling we're gonna get lots of interruptions, but we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see how this goes. As I was doing that, I just realized I never did my water line, so do that real quick. You wanna push the button?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, good job. No, don't push it again. Hold on. Mommy's got to keep it on. I have a feeling this is not going to go super well. Now that he's like realized he can push the buttons and he can hear his own voice on the video, he really likes it. Yeah, you did it. So I don't know if you guys saw my stories on Saturday, but I went to an event for Mahjong. Have you guys heard of it? It's like this game that, I don't know if you guys remember Bunko. That was like a big thing that people did. They would get together with like friends and then they would play Bunko. Well, Mahjong is like kind of the new Bunko, totally different game, but it kind of like taking place at that where people are getting together and doing game nights with this thing called Mahjong. But I heard about Mahjong, it was sometime. Oh, you want to be the one to push the button? Good job. Okay, so I heard about Mahjong. I heard about Mahjong. It was sometime last year, and I ended up actually buying a Mahjong set at Costco. It was around Christmas time, and then I decided to return it because it's actually not cheap. But I ended up returning it because I'm like, I know nothing about this game. I've heard about it, but I know nothing about it, so I should probably wait to know if I'm even buying what I need to be buying. So I ended up returning it, and then I heard about this event going on, and they said that they were going to be teaching people how to play. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to go, I'm going to learn and figure out if this is something that's actually worth kind of investing. Because like I said, it's actually not super cheap. The event ended up being a ton of fun, and I really enjoyed playing it. So I'm excited to actually like dive into it now. The only thing is, so it's a really fun game. It's complicated. But I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like there are certain rules that are just, they're rules just because, and I don't feel like they're necessary. Like some of the shuffling things that they do and stuff like that, which I feel like makes it feel more overwhelming in the beginning because you're like, oh my gosh, like how am I gonna remember all this stuff? But in the end, it's really just about shuffling, but they have like 10 different steps of how to do it. So I feel like it, once you can kind of look past that or get past that part of it, it's not nearly as bad as it seems, but it is very overwhelming in the beginning. Having him push in the stop and go button is a little bit more of a pain than I would like it to be. Anyway, but I did, where did I even leave off my last story? I got distracted because he needed something. I was talking about the game. Oh, the other thing I think that makes it, I feel a little bit more overwhelming is all the terminology. They have just lots of terminology. And again, that I feel like kind of gets you confused and kind of makes it feel a little bit more overwhelming. But like I said, once you can get past some of the like unnecessary rules, but there's still rules, and especially if you get like intense Mahjong players, they're gonna wanna make sure every rule is followed, even the shuffling ones. And so once you can get past like, or work through that and the terminology, the game itself is not that bad. So now I'm just trying to decide like how much I want to invest in it. Because like I said, they're actually really expensive like versions of the game. And even the cheaper ones, they're not that cheap. So now I just have to decide like what I want to do as far as that goes. I'm just kind of trying to look around for, there are like different styles and different sets and things, and some of them are obviously nicer and prettier than others. So just kind of trying to find one that I like the look of, but also isn't going to cost me an arm and a leg. It's like the more I talk, the louder each of them. Now they're like on, oh no, there they go. The more I talk, the louder each of them gets, it feels like. So I probably need to wrap this up pretty quick. But anyway, it was fun. It was a fun event. They had like swag. They had some really good food. They did a bunch of prizes, which unfortunately I did not win any of them. But they had some really good prizes. It was a ton of fun, and I was really glad I was able to go and actually learn the game, because I feel like being able to like sit down and learn it while you're playing is really helpful with people and asking questions and stuff. So I really like that instead of just trying to learn it on YouTube. So don't feel like I'm an expert at all, but I feel like I'm a pretty quick study. I actually won the very second round that I played, so I felt pretty good about that. But yeah, no, it was a ton of fun. I'm curious how many of you guys have played it or even heard of it at this point. Anyway, that was the most eventful part of my weekend probably. Now we're just back into the grind of April and Maycember as we get into all the busy end of school year stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good weekend. I'm really excited. So sorry, I had to pause for a second to do the lips. Which by the way, this is the Seint lip gelato. Love their lip gelatos. And this color, by far my favorite, by far everybody's favorite. And it's been out of stock and it's coming back. They said the end of last week, which means I'm sure it's going to be back in stock any day. I just checked. I didn't see it on the site, but it's going to be back in stock anytime now. When you're watching this, it might already be back in stock. Obsessed with it. You need to grab this shade, particularly this shade, if you have not already gotten it. It's amazing. But I was going to tell you guys, I'm really excited because at the end of this week, I'm going to be able to share with you guys the Mother's Day stuff that Seint has in store, and it's really good. So I'm super excited for that. So be on the lookout for that. I'll also post when this officially comes back in stock. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. If you are interested in the makeup that I use and you want to get color matched to it, always happy to help. I'll leave the information so that you can get color matched if that's something you're interested in. And I hope you guys have a great week.